Delicious, and today we have another thrift haul. I have 4 vintage items that I have recently thrifted that I'm going to show you guys today. I've been doing a lot of thrifting lately because it's not quite warm enough for me to want to go to the park, but it is warm enough that I want to leave my house regularly, so I've been going to the thrift stores a lot.
Wait, what happened to your clothing low-buy?
These 4 items represents about like 8 thrift store visits, so I haven't been buying a lot, but I have been shopping a lot.
Okay then.
I'm going to go from arguably least to most exciting. First up is a pair of magenta corduroy pants. These are some Ralph Lauren's. I don't know what year they're from. The actual Ralph Lauren tag has been like cut out, but it does have the little leather belt thing. I'm probably going to just seam rip this little part off because, I don't know, like a big brown patch on a pair of bright magenta pants just doesn't do it for me. But that's simple enough to remove. And she has nice, deep pockets. Next is another vintage staple. This is just a dark purple sweater that's just a tiny bit oversized, but still has a nice fit to it. This is from Partners. This is clearly like an 80s brand. It's just, you know, a basic purple sweater for your basic purple sweater needs. I really love on Tadamini's Instagram. She pairs these big oversized sweaters with like little Peter Pan collar blouses underneath, and I really want to do some outfits like that. So I am getting all the discount sweaters now that sweater season is slowly starting to slip away. So I don't know how much more use I'm going to be able to get out of this until the summer is over, but it isn't quite spring here yet. I still have some opportunities to get a good outfit with this. It is quite plain and it is quite dark. I think I kind of want to, I don't know, maybe like DIY some sort of patch on the front of it. Next up is a pleated skirt. This is a cherry red pleated skirt. I already have a cherry red skirt that I use all the time, so I didn't necessarily need another red skirt, but I saw this and it was too darling to leave behind. This is a true vintage piece. But it's not like a 90s vintage, it's like an early 80s vintage, like the beginning of the 80s, I would say, maybe like 81 or 82. This is by the brand Michelle, and it has like a little Union Made logo on it, which is how you know that it has not been made in any recent decade. Like, it's quite long for your typical tennis skirt. Most of the time I find tennis skirts on Depop and they're like 14 inches long, and I have more than 14 inches of booty. I don't know how else to put that, but if I try to wear a 14-inch length skirt, my ass is gonna hang out. My next item is the piece that I was most surprised to find, especially for the price that I found it for. This item was $6, and it is a Christian Dior jacket. Looking at my viewfinder, I don't think that the camera is really accurately portraying how purple this item is. It is like Prince purple. It is the most magnificent shade of purple to ever exist. Although it has really like massive, like that's the shoulder pad. It's massive. So I think I'm gonna take the shoulder pads out of it because I already have quite broad shoulders for a lady, so I don't really need to make them any broader. And also, the original owner never like opened up the pockets. Like, the pockets are real, they're in here. They just never, they never opened them up so that they could be used. So I'm also going to seam rip the pockets open because I would like to use them. Certainly isn't the first luxury brand item I've found in a thrift store, but it was the only one that was like made for me. I'm not a huge luxury brand person. I don't really have an emotional attachment to Dior or really any other brand, but like it's always nice to have high quality pieces that you can invest in. I'm a big fan of the investment piece. These shoulder pads are honestly kind of a work of art. Like, they're so structured. Don't think I'm getting rid of these. I'm definitely gonna save these for a rainy day because, I don't know, if I ever decide to make a costume or something and I need big, beautiful sculpted shoulder pads, like, these are the ones. These are, they're so massive, it's almost kind of comical. They're literally 3 layers sewn together. And like, there's definitely a right and a left. So that is my vintage thrift haul. Anytime I have been blessed by the thrift gods, I always have to make a video to show my finds with you guys because I don't know, I really love watching thrift hauls still, even though usually a haul is like you are looking at things that you are maybe thinking of buying from a specific brand, but with a thrift haul, it's like anything goes. And I just love that chaotic energy. I don't know about you guys. Hopefully during this whole video, I will have been putting marvelous, wonderful imagery of this clothing being worn over my face. But if not, then here are some more lovely outfits that I can make with these pieces that I have thrifted. When you buy anything from anywhere, no matter if it's a sustainable brand or a small business or a thrift store or Walmart, you should think about how a piece is going to fit into your wardrobe before you buy it. So it's always like a good method to think of at least like 3 to 5 outfits off the top of your head with items that you already own before you bring said new item home, because you don't want to have like any weird odd stepchildren just hanging out in your closet being essentially useless. Like, everything should have a purpose. So I'm always a huge proponent of thinking before you buy. That is all for today's video. I hope everybody has a good day, and I will see you all next time. Bye!